for my second Mortal Kombat video of the day. And before we get to the Night Wolf Tower, there's a tower I have to do just because it makes me think of Mortal Kombat 3 called Ketchup and Mustard. If you don't know that joke,
Cyrex and Sector.
You didn't have to say it. You could have just said you know what it is, but I'm not gonna say it till after the video's been up for a few days. But yes, it is Cyrex and Sector. If you complete this tower, you not only get gold, you also get 2 pieces of gear for Frost, and a Shards of Life, and a Kamidogu dagger. So let's get this going because it's only got 15 minutes left.
Oh, what?
Kamidogu dagger.
They give you a lot of time for that fucking tower, man. Jesus.
Well, no.
You got a new tower up right now.
Well, no. Let me rephrase it. It has 15 minutes left, but remember, this probably would have been up for like going on 2 hours because I did take a break.
Oh, wow. 2 hours. Good. Thanks, Mortal Kombat. Don't give us a whole fucking day. Just give us 2 hours.
Actually, if they gave... Well, no, they do. There's one tower that... There's actually 2 towers that last the whole day. The other 2 are mostly towers that last 2 to 3 hours, give or take.
Wow.
It would be silly to have every tower... It would be silly to have each tower last the whole... Every tower to last the whole day, or else no one would really stream it because they would just be doing the same tower over and over again. It's like with WWE towers. It's like, why don't you just switch them up every few hours? That'd actually make me want to stream it more.
Yeah, but we all know you wouldn't stream WWE.
Well, no, I actually told people if the towers in 2K19 actually would have been different and not just the same, I probably would have streamed it. But they really never changed it. Which was annoying as all hell.
Blasphemy. So speaking of WWE, you said you wanted to go over this King of the Ring BS that's going on?
Yeah, I do have the roster and the people in it in front of me, so let me just get this loaded up with Shao Kahn real quick. On the Raw side, you have Miz, Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. SmackDown has Kevin Owens, Ali, Apollo Crews, Chad Gable, Elias, Andrade, Buddy Murphy, and Shonen Benjamin.
The sinner cannot win.
I think he means Ricochet.
No, not talking about Ricochet, not talking about those fucking losers. So this looks like they just created another tournament so Drew McIntyre can win instead of facing the Undertaker. That's what it sounds like.
Well, unfortunately, if you go by Vegas odds right now, because Vegas does have the odds up, which is somehow hilarious, Vegas is taking betting and odds on who will fucking win a WWE tournament.
They always do.
Yeah, I know.
They had odds on SummerSlam.
Yeah, I know, which is...
They bet on everything, man.
Yeah, I know, but which is just stupid.
Sasha's hair would be. Like.
Which is just stupid. I'm just going to say this. If you're really dumb enough to go to Vegas to bet on a WWE wrestling pay-per-view, you need to see help for your gambling addiction, okay?
Oh, but think about the money you would win if you actually thought like the WWE.
Yeah, you would win a buttload of money, but also that means you would be mentally retarded and probably didn't graduate 5th grade.
How would that make you mentally retarded? You would be making a lot of money.
Have you seen the WWE storylines? They're all stupid.
Oh, I know. I know.
For me personally, looking at this list now and thinking about it from last night and most of today, there's only really 4 people I would like to see win it. So I'm going to start...
None of them are Ricochet.
No, none of them are Ricochet, no. The 4th one I would like to see Cesaro, but unfortunately, I know at this point I think he's a lost hope. Vince will never push him in the main event. And since you just did have him in a tag team match on the pre-taped main event show, teaming up with EC3, I don't know if they're really going to use Cesaro as a singles wrestler as much as they at all. 3rd, I would like to see Drew McIntyre win it. I'm a firm believer a heel should win the King of the Ring because it actually works better, storyline and everything. When it's a face, it doesn't work as well.
Unless you turn them heel mid-tournament.
Yeah, but unfortunately, and I'll get to the one who Vegas has odds on. That's not going to happen. It's the one who's the head favorite in Vegas wins it. Second, Chad Gable. Now I like Chad Gable. I think he's a great wrestler. The problem is, I know a lot of people are going to say he doesn't have a character and he's too small. But you know, who also didn't have a character and was too small? Chris fucking Benoit.
Doug.
And no one,
Doug,
and no one doubted.
Can't say his name anymore.
Too bad.
WWE gets mad.
Yeah, WWE, go fuck yourself,
They get
okay?
mad. Hey, I was a Benoit fan, but they get mad.
I don't
They
care.
get mad.
And then the only other one I
You're gonna
would
have a
like to
couple cops
see,
show up at your house saying cease and desist.
I would like to see him win it. I think it would really put him back on the map since he's returned to WWE, because you really haven't done anything with him since he came back from.
Ray?
No, Ray's not even in it.
Oh, okay.
Shelton Benjamin, but we all know why Benjamin's not gonna win it.
Oh, really, Doug? Please tell us why.
Because WWE never pushes the
no,
talented
is it because of
wrestlers.
Randy Orton? Is it because of
No,
Randy Orton?
I was actually going to say because of the talented wrestlers, and Vince just looks at him as a guy who can put people over, but he's never going to give him that big push anymore. Personally,
It's Heartless. Heartless is right.
Hold on. Stop, Doug, for 1 second.
okay, well then what have they
has
done with
Shelton
Sheldon Benjamin done since he returned?
Let me get to
What has he
Benjamin.
done?
What have they ever done with Benjamin?
The last time he was in the company, at least you could say, well, he won the U.S. title, IC title. But when he came back,
when he won that title, it was a joke too.
no, there was people who actually cared about the title back then. Nowadays, the titles are a joke.
MVP was never a good champion. I'm sorry.
MVP was better than most. I would take MVP over Baron Corbin. I would take MVP over Rey Mysterio. I would take MVP over Steve Mongo McMichael.
I would take Steve Mongo McMichael over all three of those fucking names that you said.
Well, Steve Mongo McMichael is better than Baron Corbin. I'll give you that. I would take
Well, there you
MVP
go.
over Randy
There
Orton.
you go. But going back to South, you're getting off track. Sheldon Benjamin hasn't put over anybody. They haven't even signed him to put over anyone.
Well, that's because here's the thing they've done. The only thing he's done when he came back was had him team up with Chad Gable, which they didn't really do anything with.
He also had a short run before that as a heel.
No, doing what? No one remembers that.
Solo, very short, man. Very short.
It must have not even made a TV then, because no one remembers that short run.
There's a lot of shit that nobody remembers. Ask somebody what the main event last year of fucking SummerSlam was.
What was the main event? What was the main event of last year? Because I didn't watch
Exactly.
No, I can say that because I didn't watch any WWE last year. I actually boycotted it. I actually burned all the WWE DVDs I had.
Exactly.
I had a DVR. I did.
Stop burning stuff. What is up with everybody and burning things?
Well, that's the best way I could figure to get rid of all my WWE stuff. I wasn't going to sell it. I put it in a fire pit and burned it all.
No.
Stop burning stuff. You're not Seth Rollins. You can't burn it down.
That's that's not what I mean. But it would be nice to see them actually use Benjamin, since you paid him all that money to sign him back, so he wouldn't go. Because actually, no.
No, he's making less than what he was making on the Indies.
No, because it was the thing before he went back to WWE. New Japan was going to sign him. That was what was going to happen. That's when Vince said, "Oh, I'll give you this bunch of money." Because New Japan wanted to have him.
I honestly don't think these conversations with Vince happen the way you think they happen.
Well, I'm going to say this, as many people who hate Dave Meltzer, I hate saying this, he's been right. Everyone made fun of him for saying, oh, we're not going to see Ziggler versus Goldberg. Dave Meltzer was right. And then what did we get a week before SummerSlam?
Terrible.
So it's like, sorry, anything that Dave Meltzer's reported the last few years has turned out to be true. The problem is the WWE marks just don't want to fucking admit it. Because, let's be honest, they got a mower in their company that leaks shit out, but Vince is too stupid enough to actually let it give him false information so he could figure out who it is. But
that's too much work. You're better off just getting a whole new staff. But
it would still happen anyway.
Granted, with Benjamin, granted, he is a talented wrestler. Same with Gable, talented wrestler. but no one cares about Benjamin. WWE doesn't care about Benjamin. The WWE universe doesn't care about Benjamin. He has a bad ring. Did you even know his new ring theme? Nobody even knows it.
That's because he hasn't actually had a match in, I think, this year. No, wait, he had one match against Seth Rollins, and that was it this year. So unless he's having matches at house shows, which most people don't even care about house shows, or he's having matches on main event, which no one really watches.
So do you want to know how to get Benjamin over? Excluding the fucking King of the Ring?
What would be the best way?
This is how you get. This is how you get Seth. Not Seth Rollins.
Shelton Benjamin
over. Yes. Okay. So first thing off, you break up the B team.
Break up the B team. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Second thing, you take Shelton Benjamin and you take Curtis Axel and you make them a damn tag team. Yeah. What the fuck is people's problem? Hold on. What?
Centurion's dead.
Doug is dead.
I do say I gotta love Johnny Cage as the ring announcer now. I think I'm gonna leave him as my ring announcer permanently.
Elsa.
That was funny. Then of course what he called, because I actually
Emo
for Noob Saibot. That was freaking hilarious.
Mini me.
Yeah, mini me. That was funny. I like what he called Devore bug spray. That was hilarious. It's like, okay, Johnny Cage wins the internet today. Nothing else wins today.
Or Ladybug.
Ladybug, that was cute-ish.
What did he call, I can't even think.
I do kind of find it funny. Scarlet I didn't get to yet. I'm probably going to do that when I have to do a challenge of Scarlet. But there's just a million things in my head that you could say. Which is kind of hilarious. What would be the most effed up thing to say, and what would not be the most effing up to say? That is the question.
Or... what else was... or Aaron Black.
I didn't really get to hear Aaron Black's either too much, because I already went through a few of them, to be honest.
I know I was watching.
I think if you did you actually do anything for MK to get into the top 10, or did you not?
No.
Because I don't know if if it was a one-time thing, or if you didn't get him this week, you can get him. Well, I won't. You'll have to check, because he's not available in mine, but that's because I already have it unlocked. Damn it, Sector, stop throwing missiles at my ass. Ow. I know, Finance, you can probably already guess who Vegas has as the odds-on favorite to win the tournament.
The Sinner.
No, Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I already explained that's probably what it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's Kevin Owens, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, and Elias are the top 4 favorites in Vegas' eyes. Fan poll wise, it's, from what I could gather from Facebook and Twitter today, it's Owens, Drew, Ricochet,
no,
and Miz.
Not the Sinners.
I know everyone's saying Ricochet because of his I think his Twitter handle is called King Ricochet, so.
Senator.
If only the Towers of Time stopped today, because I would actually be in a very good percentage. And alright, so for Aaron Black, he says Aaron Black, Six Gun Sam, Tex, and then he goes Aaron Black.
Blackjack.
No Blackjack, surprisingly. For Scarlet, he says Scarlet Joe Manson. Once bitten. Okay, so not a lot for Scarlet. What did he see? What did he say for Jade? Foxy Lady, Jade, Sassy Molassie. Shaolin Funk for Kun Lao. Nice hat.
I still think it would have been funny if you called this said stripper pole for Jade.
Number 2 Shaolin Monk. And then Kun Lao. Katana. Blueberry. Fangirl. Lady Katana.
Fangirl.
Yeah. Liu Kang. Mild-mannered monk. Kicky long stockings. Chosen dude. Tabal sack. Captain Hooks. For ugly. Footloose. For Cabal. What about Kano? Wonder from Down Under. Citizen Kano. That's still the most funniest one. Citizen Kano. Rat bastard. That makes sense. Citizen Kano. Bagman. Too many hands. Grabby Gary. That why does that fit? Why does that fit for the collector? We found the best one. Game's over.
What?
Raiden Thundercat. Done.
Oh.
Done. We have our winner, folks. It's Thundercat taking on Shang Tsung. Okay, I want somebody to make a GIF for me of Raiden doing Lion-O's entrance for Thundercats. Make it happen, internet. You do everything else.
Thunder. Thundercats.
I was not expecting that. That
Am
was
I helping?
You are helping immensely. That was great. I wonder what happens if you win a match with Johnny Cage.
I win. Of course I won. Fatality.
I actually gotta add the combo moves since I don't play as Raiden as much as I started when the game came out. Thank you, Noob Saibot and Choke On. Hit that.
Thunder.
I gotta say, them adding, giving us Johnny Cage to be the voice person is the best thing they've done.
Now they gotta do Cassie Cage.
Oh God, I could see that one now. I like the one he calls for Sonya, my ex-wife.
My future ex-wife.
My future ex-wife, yeah. Which is not that far from the truth.
Depends on which one. Thunder, 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 Thundercats. Oh.
That was the greatest
So
thing ever.
best.
Yeah, there's It's kind of disappointing though when you win the match he doesn't give him the weird nickname, he just says the normal name. They could have did so much with that.
Emo win. Hey, don't cut yourself.
Thundercat wins. Fatality.
Ho. No, instead of saying fatality, he just goes
Oh. We have literally found a way to make the game more fun. Thank you, Johnny Cage.
Thunder.
I don't get how that works so well, but it just works. The one time you can actually say it just works and it does work.
My future ex-wife wins. Alimony.
I would love if I click.
Mini wins.
I would love to click on
Not
the collector and he
punch to
just, not the collector, Kato Khan, and he says Batista.
The village people win. YMCA. That's probably what he would say for Kotal Khan.
Yeah, if he does, I'll be like, okay, you get a cookie.
I would get a cookie because I'm the one that said it. I predict the future. Kotal Khan wins.
At least after we do the ketchup and mustard tie, I can go do the Night Wolf Tower finally. Okay, when I pick Sub-Zero, I'm really hoping he says Ice Ice Baby. That would be great.
Vanilla Ice.
If he says Vanilla Ice, I'm like, okay, Mortal Kombat has lost its mind, and I'm okay with that.
We're Frozone.
Some reason that works too, for some reason.
Mr. Freeze.
Oh god, if he says Mr. Freeze, I'm gonna be like, where's Batman?
Captain Cold.
Yeah, that would work since...
Welcome to the Ice Age.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
The Ice Age.
Okay, I really gotta stop watching that terrible Batman and Robin film.
Out. I just remember it.
Yeah, I usually watch it like once a month just so I can remember how bad movies were. How bad we actually had comic book movies. Because who needs good comic book films when you can just have bad ones? I was kind of hoping for Kabali would have said Sonic or The Flash. That would have been funny.
The Flash after he got hit by a bulldozer.
Yeah, yeah. Ow, Kano, that was my... You just stabbed me, you bastard. Wow, that kind of messed up. Five Ninja must had to step. I mean, why did I say Five Ninja? I meant to say Heartless. Heartless must had to go to answer the phone call for the Church of Canada.
The cult. Time to drink some lemonade.
Okay.
In the kids' room. Doug's favorite room.
Yeah, the kids' room where you saw nothing but a bloody axe and blood everywhere.
Hey, it's okay. Perfectly safe. Trust me, Doug. I should know. It's my ex.
Oh, good lord. I wish I had that much money in my bank account right now, $472,000.
I have like over 1 million in the game. I wouldn't mind having that in real life.
Yeah. I'd be like, shit, if I had $1 million, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to buy my own home for me and my family can live in it, and I'm going to pay off every pre-order I have, and I'm finally going to buy me a Nintendo Switch. And I'm gonna buy me a Sega Saturn finally.
And I'm going to go to Oregon.
What the fuck's in Oregon besides the Oregon Ducks?
That's the point.
Well, you need something to do in Oregon.
People. I have my Switch.
Yeah, okay, well, okay, besides living in your home the 24 hours a day, you need to have human contact.
There's probably escorts. No, I would buy a house out in like a specific part of Oregon and then start my career.
A shotgun has appeared with ammo in it.
Thunder. Thunder. Thunder.
He doesn't get the joke for that one, unfortunately, since he wasn't here for it.
I know he doesn't. But I don't care.
How you guys doing?
Streaming Mortal Kombat 11 as usual.
Thundercats.
I still need to get that game. Unfortunately, working at Wendy's, it's a little hard to get that game.
Lawsuit. Lawsuit. Lawsuit.
That's what you do what I did. Ask for it as a birthday gift.
Kidnap a child and ask for ransom money.
Dude, I'm 31 and my family still gets me a video game for birthday and Christmas.
Never mind, they hate me.
Oh. That could be a
They
problem.
hate me playing. They hate me playing video games. They think I'm wasting my time.
My family is, well, at least he ain't out raping women, doing drugs, or going in prison.
Exactly. Use that as an argument.
Yeah, use that as
At
your
least
argument
I'm not
next
doing
time.
illegal
At least you
stuff.
could say, hey, you think video games are wasting time, but at least I'm not out there murdering people, raping people, doing drugs, stealing crap.
Unless they watch the media, then it probably wouldn't be a good idea to say that. 'Cause they'd be like, yeah, I know what those video games do to you.
Then you say, well, let me introduce you to my friend Doug. He's 31 years old, and he hasn't done any of those things, and he plays video games all the time.
Sounds like a homeless man.
Just don't introduce him to V10 Beetle, because all he does is Grand Theft Auto and Rocket League. Then they may be concerned. Okay, Sub-Zero's nicknames are Trilly Willy for Johnny Cage, Tundra, Sub-Hero,
Yeah.
Snowman,
That's disappointing.
Little Punchy, Jackie Bergs, JD2, Fangface.
Call her what she is. Moron.
Oh God, for Scorpion, he just said, "Get over here." Scorpion gets to be
Get
picked.
over here.
You know, if Goro was in here, you know what he would say, right? Those were $500 pair of sunglasses,
Ben 10.
asshole. Okay, Ben 10 would also be funny. Mama Kitty, you been fed, you have water, your little's been done, go lay down.
Forearms. Hey, those were my sunglasses.
Yeah, that'd be one he would probably say immensely. Those are my sunglasses, asshole.
Hey, those were still my sunglasses. Stop it. Nightwolf, Tatanka!
No, surprisingly he didn't call him Tatanka, which if he would have, I would have just said, I don't need to live anymore. I've heard the greatest thing in video game history.
Or, you know, if for Jade. Ho!
Yeah, that would work.
PG. What's that?
Something that does not exist.
From me.
Time to kill Frost.
Classic arcade fighter path. Installed.
That would have been nice to hear. Oh, I got a new Scorpion icon. Okay. I still gotta win one match with Gears since that is the daily challenge for today. May as well pick Gears for this one. Let's see, looks like I got a text message from my family. That's like the only time I would not be mad answering my phone when it's something from my family, because it's like if I don't answer them, I'm in trouble. I'm probably gonna get in trouble. For Gears, his nicknames are Nowhere Man, Buster Times, Hardcore Historian.
Ah, Busta Times, like Busta Rhyme.
Yeah. There's something I'd never thought I would hear in a video game. Oh God, I just thought of something. You can now connect Gears to that terrible Halloween film starring Buster. I'm done. And if that's not the one I'm thinking of, I apologize. I'm not that bright.
You could have Happy Night Wolf, where, you know, he's got Revenant.
Of course, my mom's got to be eating the cotton candy blizzard. Yeah.
It's stupid that they don't give you the classic Jack stuff with this impact.
Yeah, I think they only really gave him the pants, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you have to, it's its own thing, but would have been nice to at least, you know, get it also as another, you know, good job, you did it, here you go.
And what a tombstone power driver by Gears. Of course, now they want to ask me questions when I'm streaming. What the hell, people?
Well, you didn't have a problem with it before.
Yeah, when they're telling me where they're going, now they're asking me questions. It's like, damn it. And the thing is, my mom's subscribed to my YouTube channel, so she knows when I'm streaming.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Or was I?
How to make Benjamin over, which you said stick him in a tag team, aka tag team hell.
No, not tag team hell. You didn't let me finish. So you put him in a tag team with Curtis Axel. And you have them be, well, the name is still a work in progress, but you have them be backup for Brock Lesnar. And you have them as the Minnesota Wrecking Crew, because that's what they were when he was teaming with Brock before. And you have yourself a three-man crew.
Yeah, but the issue is,
and if my prediction is correct, at Hell in a Cell, Undisputed Era comes up.
the only issue with that is, you know, Lesnar doesn't really show up that much. It's end up being a two-man group 9 times out of 10.
True, but still, then you have them win tag titles, and then you can have that feud that no one ever wanted. Is you get to the point where Benjamin gets over.
Have him be angry.
And then have him get angry at Brock. Kind of like
I was gonna say do it the other way. Like have Brock be jealous because Benjamin's the one yeah, that he's getting over instead of him.
Yeah. Anything like that, you can have that feud with Brock. And then you can have an actual technical match with those two.
And Luke Kane is dead.
You killed him again. Congratulations, you murdered someone again. You're a fucking murderer, Doug.
You murderer.
I'm not a murderer, I'm just cleansing the ward.
there's no. But as for King of the Ring, nothing you do is going to get anyone over with this tournament. Because King of the Ring, the winner doesn't even get a title shot anymore.
Well, they haven't announced officially what the winner gets. It would be nice if they actually said the next Monday that whoever wins it, who wins it gets a title shot against the brand's champion, which would be nice. I know a lot of people would be pissed about that because then Orton doesn't get his shot at rematch against Kofi, but apparently these are the same people who forget. Didn't WWE do away with rematches?
Oh no, you can get a rematch, but you got to be in a triple threat match and win. So let's call a spade. Unless you're Charlotte, then you can beat Trish Stratus and get a rematch then.
I do know everyone's betting on Kevin Owens on winning the tournament. That is Vegas's favorite and the fans' favorite. But I'm like, if you have him win it,
he's in the tournament. I didn't even hear his name.
He's in the tournament. If he wins the tournament, they may as well just change his name to Stone Cold Jr. Because he's actually one of the few people who don't need to win the tournament. He's already over.
Let's see how Nightwolf is.
But,
and I have a thing, once my family gets home, I'm going to have to hand the box back so Mom can do what she needs to do on Facebook. That evil thing.
What, Facebook? Why, you don't like Facebook? Fuck you, Doug.
Hey, I only got back on Facebook to be able to talk to my friends who refused to get Twitter or YouTube, and then only after being on it for like a month, I'm like, why did I come back again?
Because you're happy to be there, so that way you can talk to Heartless everywhere.
Well, Heartless, I could talk to him on Twitter.
Yeah, I barely use Twitter though.
Because I use Twitter more than Facebook. I mean, to be honest, excluding...
I barely use Twitter.
To be honest, I wish more people use Twitter, because at least there I don't have to see no people's drama bullshit folding every 5 seconds.
Oh, don't even get me started on fucking drama. I was just talking to Fire Ninja not too long ago about my ex. Bullshit. So, here's something for you. Women, men, children of all their ages. If you have a Facebook and you are in a goddamn relationship, post it once. Don't post 4 or 5 times in about the same fucking relationship that you're in a fucking relationship. We get it. Move the fuck on. And if you are in a relationship, stop contacting people that don't want to talk to you anymore. God damn. Like, fucking really.
Ah. Son, you hit me with a fatal blow.
Oh, radio, you must be drunk and you must know.
By the way, did anyone see the picture going around that somebody got a picture of Zack Ryder at the SummerSlam thing? And the guy had a sign that says, "I'm still a jobber."
Nope. No, I don't give 2 shits about Zack Ryder. I never found him entertaining in the ring. The only thing I ever give Zack Ryder credit for was getting himself over on YouTube.
Yeah, then WWE buried him for that.
Before WWE went and got in there. Yeah. That's the only thing I ever had to give Zack Ryder any credit for. I don't care that he was a 2-time tag champion. I don't give 2 shits. Oh, he's a 3-time now. Sorry, he won it with Kurt Hawkins. But, no, I never was a fan of Zack Ryder. The woo, you know, it was always fucking annoying to me.
Yeah, I get why they had him when he came out originally, because the Jersey Shore was popular and everybody, you had people who loved it or you were like the rest of the world like me and hated that fucking show.
Oh, what, his original show?
No, remember he was supposed to be like an imitation of the Jersey Shore on MTV.
Yeah, he was a knockoff of Robbie, what's his name? Robbie E from TNA. Who's in WWE now?
Yeah, well, Zack Ryder was before Robbie E.
Was he? Are you sure?
Yeah, Zack Ryder was on the ECW thing before Robbie E, because Robbie E came about like a few years later.
Well, either way, Robbie E was more entertaining than fucking Zack Ryder with the gimmick. So.
Nah, I like Jesse out of all of them, but.
That was probably like the only faction I could say was entertaining on TNA was that Jersey trio that they had there with Robbie E, the chick, I forget her name, Rebecca Bayless, what was her name? What was her fucking name now? Not Snooki, it was another one.
Don't look at me, because I don't even watch the Jersey Show. I only knew about it because I'm one of my ex-girlfriends at the time.
This was an actual TNA female wrestler.
I know they had Victoria
like
for a bit, but...
No, Rebecca Bayless is her real name, but I can't remember what her gimmick name was. And then she got her back fucked up, so she stopped wrestling.
Oh yeah, well, that would usually do it.
Yeah, well, that's what the most common injury for women is, either a concussion or back injury. Unless you're a good wrestler, like today's female wrestlers, it's always been fucking knees. Like Tegan Knox had reconstruction knee surgery.
Since you weren't on live tonight when I brought it up with me and Fine Ninja, because I was just going over some people's, now apparently the thing to do in wrestling groups, top 10 worst wrestlers. Somebody had this. Now, before I give you the number one, they had Jinder Mahal at 7th and Enzo at 5.
We talked about this. We talked about this.
Wait, you were on that night?
Yeah, we talked about Jinder.
No. This was somebody's list.
Voice my opinion.
No,
yeah, we talked about how Jinder was like one of the top worst wrestlers.
Yeah, no. There was somebody on Facebook when you left made their own list, and I told Fine Ninja who was that person had at number 1, and Fine Ninja was like, that was a sin.
Yeah, because it's not accurate.
He had Alexa Bliss. No, the one on Facebook, in one of the groups I'm in, he had Alexa Bliss as the worst wrestler in today's business.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say Alexa shouldn't be on the worst, on a worst list, unless the worst list is a list of 20.
No, it was a list of 10. And
let's be fair.
And his argument, because I brought it up, saying how could you have her on the list but not Nia Jax, and he said, well, Nia Jax is a great wrestler, it ain't her fault she hurts people. And I'm like, are you fucking cracked out of your mind?
What? Okay, alright, so let's hold on, let me pull up the women's roster real quick, and I'll give you the worst wrestlers list here.
And then he put his top 10 best wrestlers list out today, and he had Nikki Bella as the best female wrestler.
Okay, that tells you enough. That tells you enough.
I'm like, this is a crackhead, ladies and gentlemen.
This guy has to say.
Can we say crack?
It was probably an 8-year-old kid. So
no, unfortunately, he's 22. I clicked on his profile. Apparently he
lied about his age.
Apparently he goes to Utah University.
No, he doesn't go to university. He's a homeless man with a phone. So,
okay, I've never seen a homeless man with a cell phone. I've seen him with a payphone.
In Canada, there's like over 1 million people who are quote-unquote homeless, but have cell phones.
Yeah, usually if they're homeless and they got a cell phone.
They're air quotes because they're not real homeless. But going back to the list, Alexa Bliss, you know, she got her and everyone involved in that fatal 4-way the other night. We talked about this. They got so much slack about, oh, this is the most boring women's match ever. Yeah, because it's too long. You guys are not used to long women's matches on Raw. Okay? This is your fucking problem. The match went too long. Not it was a bad match. It went too long. The longer a match goes, you're bound to have people fuck up. Especially people who haven't wrestled a fucking 14-minute match before. Have you ever seen a 14-minute Alexa Bliss match? No. Have you ever seen a 10-minute Alexa Bliss?
The Elimination Chamber.
No. Yeah, but was she in the ring for the whole fucking match? Fuck off. That doesn't count.
I know.
But come on. like.
Yeah, but you would have somebody that would say that. Yeah, but you would have someone that would say that.
Yeah, I know, but and this is what I would say. You could argue Bayley and Sasha Banks at an hour women's match, or was it a half hour? I can't remember their Iron Woman match. I can't remember if it was a half hour or an hour.
Don't look at me.
They had a long match in NXT, but in NXT they're more protected than they are in the main roster. The main roster, you already, to them, you already established. You're not there to develop anything. You're there to go and put on a fucking work your character. You're not there to develop. And people don't understand that. If you haven't developed your character by the time you got to the main roster, then it's either sink or swim. It's sad to say, but that's the case. Now, Alexa Bliss, Natalia, whoever else was in that fucking match, I can't remember. Sorry, ladies. Any of you guys who listen to Doug or fucking Fire Ninja streams.
I'm not streaming
because you guys are fucking bored.
And there's Nightwolf.
No offense. You don't need to go 14 minutes in the ring. You don't need to go. I don't care if that's how much time they gave you. You don't need to go that long. Alright? Go 4, go 5, go 6, go 7. When it's like getting the 8-minute round, one of you guys should be celebrating already. And it's not that I don't want a long women's match. I want a long women's match. If you've earned it, and you can do it. You women could not do it.
Alright, I'll be back. Family's home.
Understand. That's nice. And the crowd needs to realize that. Now, for worse wrestlers, oh, Doug's gone. I probably shouldn't go over this. I'll wait until Doug gets back. But as for worst male wrestlers, number 1 is Sin Cara. Humbaro Carlado. Who the hell is that? So it's just Banks that showed up? There was no one else that showed up on Raw Fire Ninja?
No.
Then they did fuck all then. Oh shit, Walter won the Progress World title? Oh, fuck's sakes. So apparently, word is the new direction for WWE is to treat Progress as how they used to treat NXT, and now they're gonna treat NXT like they used to treat ECW.
Oh, so terrible?
Yeah, so be prepared for NXT to be buried within a year's time. Oh, it's bad to say, but yeah, be prepared. Nah. Nah. You're here to show the world. You're here to show the world.
Come on. Freak.
Show the world. You're here to show the world.
Unfortunately,
exactly as they see.
Looks like I'll be having to make this Nightwolf thing a two-part tower since the family's home.
Uh-oh.
Well, let's finish what he's gonna say.
Oh, okay. Right, so, worst West female wrestlers. Okay. So going down the roster. Alexa Bliss is not the worst. Is she the best? No. On the mic, probably one of the best on the mic. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Female wrestler, probably one of the best on the mic. Alicia Fox, probably in the category of top 5 worst female wrestlers ever of all time. Right up there with Oksana. Becky Lynch, she's kind of balanced in both categories of being a good female wrestler. But she's starting to get cold, so I don't know how I feel about that. Dana Brooks is actually better on the mic than she is in the ring, so she's in the same category as the Iconics. Lacey Evans is starting to get a character, starting to talk more, starting to be really well on the ring, on the mic, but her ring work needs to work. Naomi is probably one of the worst in the ring, or worst wrestlers, and it's not because she can't go in the ring. And it's not because she has a stupid gimmick, and it's not because she's shitty on the mic, because she is, but she's probably the worst wrestler because she's in a company that doesn't give a fuck about black people. And no matter how you slice it, she's never going to be any better than what she is right now. And that is a former Funkadactyl that fucking wins the title off once in a blue moon and jobs. And is married to someone who drinks and drives every week.
So that made me chuckle.
Natalia's probably one of the best technical wrestlers in the company, but she needs to do something more than saying that she's the best there is, there was, ever will be. She needs a new branding of her character, and you know, aside from that, she needs something. Ronda can go fucking walk into traffic. Sarah Logan needs to either wolf, because I have no clue what the hell she is. Sasha Banks was good and one of the better technical wrestlers in the company. And since she came up to the main roster, it's like she fucking forgot. We've been over this about people forgetting shit. Fire Ninja. She fucking forgot how to wrestle. Tamina, all she does is a small one drop and a splash. Does that mean that she... No. If I was related to Hulk Hogan, would I be a great wrestler? Look at fucking Horace. Was Horace Hogan a great wrestler? No, he wasn't.
I try to forget Horace Hogan, so thank you for that nightmare back.
You're welcome. Asuka? She's getting buried every time she's on television. So...
I wish she would go back to Japan, to be honest.
I don't wish that. I wish she would go back to NXT. Because at least they know how to book. Some people should never leave NXT, and Asuka should have never fucking left NXT.
Too bad it's not a choice.
But it is a choice. You can. Look at fucking how long fucking, what's his face has been there. All the team's been there too long. Fucking there's lots of people that have been there too long. But, Asuka is probably really good in the ring from a technical standpoint. Her mic skills, there's nothing we can do about it until she gets a translator, which the WWE doesn't do anymore. So she's stuck in a dying tag team with Kairi Sane, which is sad. Bailey, I've been over Bailey's problem, and her problem is that her title run, no one buys her as champion. As much as they love Bailey, no one buys her as a champion. They don't buy her. They're waiting for the Charlotte to come over and beat her, and then they can bitch about fucking Charlotte winning. That's what Bailey is. But as a wrestler, Bailey is the creative character that you make in your story mode that wins and that you love, but is probably the worst person on your fucking roster for talent. And I'm not saying she's the worst on the roster for talent. I'm just saying that that's the impression that she gives.
I hate to cut you off, but since I got dinner here for me finally, I'm going to stop the stream and go eat. I will be back on later in the night to do Wipeout, and that's when we will finish Nightwolf's Towers for Tribal Wrath. We probably will redo Divine Opportunity so we can show off the other fatality of his, which is the one with the grizzly bear. So until then, I do hope everyone has a good night, and see you much later tonight.